Hello everyone, this is Peter Udo. Welcome to this segment. Today I'm going to talk about 10 amazing time-saving tools that you can use in Windows 10. Recently Windows published an update and there are some new things that were introduced and some are already existing tools that are being enhanced. So I'm going to talk about some of those and demonstrate them if we have enough time so you can appreciate how they work. Some of them you already know about and some you may not know, but we're going to go ahead and talk about them here. The first one that I want to look into is the dark mode. I call it the dark mode beauty. And what happens here is that when you want to personalize your desktop, you can actually go into dark mode, and that will help emphasize the icons that you have there, giving you a good cosmetic view of your desktop. It does not change anything in terms of functionality, but it will make it look good. So let's get into demonstrate that, the demonstration of this one. I call it dark mode beauty. So to do that, you're going to go to start button here. You want to select that, and so there are two ways to get that there. If you left click, you can get to settings. You can look for settings. Actually three ways to get there. I like redundancy. You can look for settings here, and once you get to settings, what you want to do there is look for personalization. In the personalization icon, when you click there, you will be able to go to colors, and from the colors menu you can easily change the dark mode. Change to dark mode. So this is the color right here. This is the color palette, and if you scroll down here, there is dark mode, and you can do a whole lot of things there to change your desktop appearance to any choice, in any color or theme that you choose. So these are places where you can make use of some different colors. Here I choose blue, and you can choose anything, and that will apply to your desktop. Down here, if you say dark mode, and look at what happens, this right here changed to dark, and this darkened a little bit. Look at my the note tool here, the notes app changed to dark, and you can click, and just like that. So if I want to go back and change it back, I can go through that and look for settings, and guess what, I can also bring up settings this way. Let me right click and see if we can, right here, another way to do it. I think you can also search settings and it should show up. Excellent. So if you search it, it will show up, and you can always go back. Look at it's dark mode. So I open it up, and now the background is dark. And if you have extensive apps running here, you can use this to search for what you're looking for. So I'm going to go back to personalization to change it back to light mode. But that's just me. They're showing you how to switch to dark mode if you choose. And here you have colors, background, themes, fonts. You can change the font, a number of things. So we're going to go back to colors, and we're going to go down here and change back to light to keep it the way it is, and it looks brighter now. So I'm going to X out of that, and here we are back to light mode. Excellent. So I call that one dark mode beauty. Now what about the second thing there? Being able to send a text from your PC. So instead of using your cell phone, you can actually send the text to somebody from your computer. So if you've already installed the most recent updates, you can actually make that work more efficiently. So if you have an Android phone or iPhone, you should be able to do this. No need to take your mobile device out of pocket to do this if you don't need to, or maybe your phone battery died, you can still send a text to somebody. So because I don't have a way of showing you this on my phone, I'm gonna skip that, but it's something that you can definitely do. So next time, if I find a way to demonstrate it, I'm gonna come back and then show everybody how to do that. I did do that last time, and sent a text to a friend through Windows. So basically, it helps you have a redundant approach to sending your messages where you do not have your cell phone with you. Your computer will double up as additional tool to do that. Okay, the next item there, if you want to take a snip of what is on your desktop or what is on your screen, you can quickly do that without having to look for snip tool. So in my types of snip video, when I did it, I showed you how to use the snip. You type it and it comes up, or you can actually go through the menu here to find it, and you can pretty much capture any part of your window. So I did a video on that. If you haven't seen that video, you can search it beside my name on YouTube and it will pop up. So you can use this and capture different shapes, from rectangle to window snip and to freeform snip. You can capture them, and let me just type gibberish here. So you can actually name this, and you label it and save it. So what you can do here, even without having to look for snip, you want to access it directly from your keyboard. It has been possible, actually. You can use print screen, where it says print screen. On your keyboard, you can use that to capture your screen if you're not trying to use the free form. However, there is a brand new way to use a keyboard shortcut for that by combining a number of keys. So if you hold down the Windows key, which has four white squares to it, is right by the Control key on the keyboard. If you hold on to that, and yep, it pops up as soon as I did that. You see that on the screen. So if you hold on to that logo key and you press Shift on your keyboard and you press S as in Samuel on your keyboard, okay, look at what happens there. My pointer changes to that cross there, that white cross. That means I can snip, and when I left click and select an area on my screen, I can capture that just by using using the window, using the keyboard shortcut right here. So that has been copied to my clipboard. If I go to my Microsoft Word document, I can do Control V and they will paste it right there. It's available to me on the keyboard. I can also paste it through here and it's right there. Once again, the combination of keys, the Windows logo key, the Shift key, and the S key, that will be a nice shortcut to capture your screen. So what that does is it allows you to make a selection, a rectangular or square selection of area you want to capture, and you can capture it and paste wherever you want to make use of that. All right, that one is about the magic of Snip. The next thing I want to talk about is magnifying your screen. I call it blow it up. So you can blow up the screen, make it bigger, make font bigger. Let me type some gibberish there that we can use as a demonstration. I'm gonna make this go down a little bit and double click that. So I'm gonna just type whatever, letters, numbers, and keep going. Actually, let's delete this so it doesn't get in the way. And for time saver, I'm gonna copy it and paste it over and over and over and over to create a number of lines enough for our demonstration. So I'm gonna adjust this so it stays there. Delete this one and just get rid of the second page. So now that I have this, I have a way to magnify this. Let's say you are visually impaired, your site is not cooperating with you anymore, or the text is too small, the font is too small, and you want to make it bigger. You can use the Windows Magnifier to do this. And how do you go about doing it? You click in the same place right there. You click on that start button. When you click on it and you go back to settings, you can easily scroll down there and you want to look for settings. Where is that? Okay. When you get to settings, you want to go to ease of access. Ease of access is right there. You want to double click to open it. And once you open it, you want to look for display. So when you get to display, that's where you make things bigger. Okay. So you have this slider right here. And when you click on it and drag, look at what is happening there. Pay attention. The text is bigger and it's telling you what it's going to look like. You know? And look at that. If you apply that, look at that. Everything is bigger now. You know, look at my menu items, look at the ribbon, everything is bigger. So if you have a site problem, or maybe you don't have a severe one, but the fonts are too small for you to see, you can easily use that to blow up. If it doesn't apply here, you can always change your font, make it bigger. You know, you have that option. And can go back and take it back to where it was and say apply, and it will return us back to the initial size. And while we are still on that, I'm going to show you this. You can increase this to more than 100%. Look at it right there, it says 170%. You can do that from here. When you click on that plus sign, it will blow it up, and if you click there, it's going to reduce it. But right now I'm going to put it at 100%. And on your keyboard you can hold Control key and be able to do something. Let's see if we can. It doesn't look like it's affecting here. Oops, for some reason that one is not cooperating with us at the moment, but the Control Plus usually should be able to do this for you. Let's see, it should be able to increase the magnification for you in Windows. Okay, all right. All right, so we're done with making things bigger to blow up what is on your screen so you can see that. Another thing that I can point out here, number 5, is having fun with Google Play. In this case, I'm not going to be able to actually demonstrate it for you. But if you have an Android phone, you can open up Google Play on the App Store and then type Microsoft Launcher. Where you type Microsoft Launcher in the app the search box and install it, you should be able to get some beautiful wallpapers that Bing, the Bing search engine, will be feeding to your device. So it's going to show you some beautiful wallpapers that rotate, they refresh daily. You see a different one each day. So if you have an Android phone, you should be able to do that when you search in the search box using the Google Play Store app and using the phrase Microsoft Launcher. You will be able to get those wallpapers. So give it a try and let me know what you think, either through a direct message or comment. All right, and that brings us to number 6, pin it up. I call that one pin it up. So this is the way you can actually pin stuff to your start menu. Even to you can pin it to taskbar or the start menus for easy access. And how does that work? If you go to start and you press and hold the app you want to pin, you will be able to do that. If I come over here, let's say here, let me look at my desktop to make sure it's not already there. If I come over here and put and bring up the apps, and let me see. I'm trying to find which one we can pin here. If okay, how many of them are right there and in the app menu? Trying to find one we can pin here that's not already there. All right, let's try the calculator. If we right click the app, this is already pinned, so it's gonna unpin it. Let's try this one. Okay, this one is not pinned, and this is Microsoft Access. This is Audacity. It's not pinned to start menu. That's why you don't see it here. You can click on it, and right now it's in the start menu. It's right here. Alarms and clock, and you click on it, it's right there. It's pinned to start menu, and you can unpin it from there as soon as you do it. It goes both ways. You can unpin that. All right, so when you open up your start menu, you can see a number of them here. As many of them that you frequently use, you can move over here where you can visually have access to them. Let me see, it says connect, pin to start menu, and I can unpin that. So now you get the idea. So any of the apps that you use, you can always pin to start menu and they will show up there with its icon, and you can put as many of them as possible there. All right, that's it for the start menu magic. So we're going to talk about the next one on the list, and that next one I call unclutter your desktop. So you see how these icons are showing up here. You can easily unclutter your desktop by making sure they hide. You can hide them, make it very neat, so you only see this nice blue looking background. Okay, if I right click here and if I follow the prompt here and say view, I can easily uncheck this. Once I uncheck it, you see this is checked. If I uncheck it, look at what happens. The icons disappear and my desktop is clean right there. And I can go back, right click, view, and bring them back up. Quite awesome, isn't it? All right, that one is the unclutter your desktop magic. Now the next one I call side-by-side snap. And how does that work? If you have multiple apps that you open up, let's say we have this one right here, and what else can we open here? Let's open up Microsoft Word. Let's run Firefox. Probably have multiple File Explorer open. Let's see, click on that. Skip. Yeah, click on this one. Oops. All right. So multiple, two File Explorer windows open, and this one and that one. Okay. So now I have all of these, and one of them is open. I can arrange them in such a way that they stay by the side by side, and I can easily access each one of them just by clicking on it to blow it up, and the others will snap back to the side. So let's see how that works. If I select here and bounce it, select and bounce it, look at what is happening. All right, look at what happened. I selected this, drag it to the side to bounce it. Look at all the other apps. They're all here. All of them, everything I opened. If I click on this one, it's going to show up. And if I bounce it to the right, all the other ones will line up over here. If I open this up, click on it, it opens up. I can expand it, it will overshadow the other ones, and I can easily bounce it again, and the other ones will line up over here. They're all side by side. Everything I need are, let's say you have Excel, PowerPoint, Access, browser, you have all kinds of programs running. You can visually appreciate them here, and anytime that you want to take a look at what any of them contain, you just click on it and they will come up here. You can always click here to expand it so it occupies the whole screen. That's awesome, isn't it? All right. And we're going to get into the next one there. Let me close this up. Close that one. All right, that's the side-by-side magic. The next one we have there, which is number 9, I call New Virtual Desktop World. new virtual desktop world. So what happens here is that you can easily create a new virtual desktop from your existing desktop. And how does that work? All right, if you right click on your taskbar right here and you go to desktop, let's see, where is it? Toolbars. I'm trying to see what. Yeah, if you go to toolbars, and that's desktop right there. You click on it. It gives you your desktop, and you can access it from here, right there. So everything you have over there, all your apps, they're all going to be over here. And you can easily see them lined up that way. That's a different organization than what you have there. And let's say you don't want to see it there anymore. You right click and go back to toolbars and uncheck that. And they will disappear. All right, that's one. That's that one I call the new virtual desktop magic. So that with that discussed, we're going to look at the next one there on our list. I call it OneDrive magic. This one I will not be able to demonstrate exactly, but I can click on a few things to show you how that can work in your computer. If you have Outlook and you log into it, let's say through work or through your own. This one is the Hotmail account I have. If you have Outlook like that and you go to here, you will have your cloud drive, the OneDrive, that's right here. When you open it, you can store your files here and have access to them anywhere in the world where you have internet access. Okay, so when I have this, I can access it from any device anywhere in the world that have internet access and browser to get in, to be able to get to it. So you can actually on the go add a file to this storage from your phone as long as you have OneDrive. And you can install OneDrive as an app on your phone, or you can go through a browser on your phone to access it. The same thing with Google Drive. You know, those cloud storage spaces you can access from your phone and make your modifications. You know, whether you want to update a file or folder, create a new folder, upload a new file or folder, you can definitely do that from your phone without having to sit on a computer. All right, I think that's it for us. The 10 amazing tools that you can start using today in Windows 10. If you haven't been making use of those, feel free to explore them. There are many more of them, but I just wanted to talk about these 10. So we're going to wrap it up there. And I'm going to say, thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and share this with as many of your friends as possible and family members as well, so they can learn some new things that they may not already know. All right, and ask me any questions that you may have. I appreciate some previous comments that I've gotten. Most of them have been positive and encouraging, so I look forward to getting more of those. and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.